JJ3K here, and I think I finally have my drum kit, my virtual drum kit. I use FL Studio 20. The plugin is one that comes with FL Studio 20 FPC. I use it to interact with my MIDI keyboard, which is an M Audio Oxygen Pro 49. I have the keys, these 16 pads, mapped via the plugin. I think this is going to make things a lot easier going forward as far as making music because, instead of spending a lot of time searching for the different voices I want for different, drum parts, it's just, it's more disciplined. It's like, okay, this is the kit. We're going with this. And I varied it quite a bit. I'll go through all the sounds now. These are sounds, once again, or voices, once again, that come with, FL Studio 20. And once again, I just mapped them to this virtual pad machine for the actual pads on the Oxygen Pro. But for a more electronic sounding bass drum, I went with one they had called Attack Kit 07. And then for the snare, I went with one called Attack Snare 31. So, I thought those sounded good together. The clap, I went with Power Clap 02. And then the tom I went with was Volt Clean High Tom. So that's basically the more electronic kit that I put together. And then up here, that hi-hat is the 808 closed hat. I always like the 808 hat sound, and this is the 808 open hat. And then I used the 808 crash, and then I used the Volt reverse cymbal 05. I love that this Oxygen Pro 49 has the note repeater. I go 30 seconds. But on to the more natural sounding kit I wanted for, maybe guitar stuff or like just lighter stuff. A more natural sounding kit. For the kick drum, I went with FPC, the Gretsch kick. And then for the the snare, I went with, FPC SNR 2L003. That's what they're going with. I thought they sounded good together. The tom is just the FPC tom, G tom. I think it's the one with the Gretsch kit. Thought they sounded good together. I went with the FPC side stick C00 because that's what they call it. So basically, a more like live kit, more natural kit, and then went with the FPC. That's the Gretsch open hat, and then closed hat, and the Gretsch open hat, and then I went with the Attack Snap 02. Not just any snap, but the Attack Snap. Because sometimes, Oh, whoops. Snaps and claps. Snaps and claps. Snaps and claps. Snaps and claps. And then I went with the FPC glass bell. Sometimes I just, like some kind of percussion to fill in space. But there you have it. That's the kit I'm going to be proceeding with. Brought to you by FL Studio 20, the FPC plugin, and the M Audio Oxygen Pro 49 through the Behringer Euphoria UM2 audio interface, and through these powered edifier speakers, which I have reviews of all this stuff. So I'll pander, and it will be in the description below. Rock on.